Alright guys, I wanted to do a bit of a product review for you. A friend of mine came out for camp. We did a little bit of a class for a little bit in the morning. He wasn't able to stay all night, but he gave me a gift. And so it is these titanium Stormproof matches. It says UCO. I'm not too sure what that stands for, but it has this the nice solid container. Has the O-ring right here in the middle to keep them waterproof. And on the exterior, there's a striker. And I don't know if you can take a look right here, but at the very bottom, there's a little bit of a divot. And the striker is replaceable. So as you can tell, one match really wears out that striker, but it comes with extra strikers on the inside. So we're gonna pop this open, take a look at the matches, and demonstrate how well they work. Alright, if you take a look at these matches, these things are beasts. Has I don't even know what this brown coating is on the end, along with some type of like a plastic orange. It doesn't look like your typical match. Definitely looks waterproof. And then these really thick wooden handles. Not your typical match, quite obviously. And there is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There was 12 in here. Also, inside the container is the extra strikers I was telling you about in a little bag. And at the top of the container, there is some cotton. That may just be to keep moisture out, to keep the matches from their tips messing up on the plastic lid from shaking in your bag, but it's also additional tinder. So what we're going to do is I'm going to process some kindling and tinder and get that stuff ready, and then we're going to demonstrate how one of these matches work. What I have here is just some cottonwood bark. I'm going to process that down, try to get all those nice fibers showing. Kind of just pinching the bark on both sides with my hand, and kind of just going like a bicycle motion. Kind of just breaks up those fibers, moves away those big heavy chunks of bark, and gets that fibrous material exposed. Okay, I'm gonna put that down at the bottom. I have a handful of kindling already broke up, and have a little bit of we could almost say fuel. Alright, so let's see how this match works. I'm going to use the striker, and always when you're using matches, if you can get your hand closer up to the top, you have a less of a chance of breaking the actual wooden stick. So if you can get your finger up toward the top and strike. But I'll tell you, on these, from just lighting one not too long ago, you're kind of going to want that finger to be back a little bit. So take a look here. We're going to strike this thing up. Look at that thing burn. Definitely not your typical match. If you can go underneath your tinder, it's going to be easier for the flame to continue traveling upward because heat rises. Woo. So that definitely lit that on fire, no problem. So I would definitely say that these look to be like a pretty good match. Look like they light up really well. You got a decent amount of burn time. The design of the actual match seems to be pretty sturdy. They don't use flimsy, cheap, thin wood. This is a pretty good size piece of wood, much larger than your typical match. And it seems like this end of it almost explodes when you hit the striker, and then it burns down slowly through that orange color. So it definitely looks like I could dip it in water and light it. So That sounds like an idea. So give me 1 second and I'll get some water. Say that's pretty wet. What do you guys think? Looks like it still works to me. So I'd definitely say that is a decent option for wet weather matches. Something that's going to withstand excessive water, rain. I seriously doubt your matches are going to be completely submerged in water like I just did that one. Maybe if you get dumped out of a canoe or kayak, but your container that is on here has a waterproof O-ring. But if the matches are capable of being completely submerged and still working, I would say it's a decent option to consider. So I just want you to take a good look right there at the name of these, and might be something worth throwing in your kit. Alright guys, thanks for watching. God bless.